What's going on, FishAholics? Current time is April 18th, 8 a.m. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some striper fishing here on the South Shore, Rhode Island. I was actually down in Jersey this past weekend, and supposedly, during that really warm weekend, we got our first spring run stripers up here in Rhode Island, and guys were getting quite a few of them. So there's a good possibility I could throw around some small little baits and hopefully catch a few. This first spot that I'm going to be fishing is basically a area where kind of like the beach meets the jetty, and then there's also some troughs that I want to fish, and hopefully that'll be enough to catch some of my first spring run Rhode Island stripers. Let's do it.
Trying out the new Tsunami Slim Wave. Originally this is going to be like a bottom fishing, light tackle kayak rod, but it's got enough of a back end of the rod and some good action for these small little swim baits. I just kind of wanted to give it a shot and try and catch some fish on it. I'm going to start off throwing my new favorite little swim baits that I started using once I went to Florida and I started catching a snook, and that's this little tiny, saltwater bass assassin sea shad, and then I have it rigged on a little Z-Man trout eyes 1/4 ounce jig head. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here and work my way further west. The spot looks pretty good, but I'm just not feeling it. The Slim Wave rod though is feeling pretty good. The main purpose, I was thinking I was gonna use it for was to tog, in the kayak. So once the tautog start moving up the bay or start moving in shallower, this light tackle little rod will definitely be pretty fun, especially with this little reel, little 1000 Penn Battle. Alright, spot number 2. This actually looks a lot better here. A lot more white water. Looks like a little bit deeper. Yo, no way. I just had a bird hit my little swim bait. Or I think it was a bird, or it could have been something else. I don't know what it was. It looked like a bird. Yeah, it was a bird. He's right there. Crazy little fella. I guess you have a good looking bait when the birds are hitting it. Oh, fish on right here. Here we go, boys. This guy smashed it. Oh yeah. 4 spots later, and I finally got the first fish of the day. Not a giant, but bigger than what I expected to catch. This guy's almost about 20 inches. Bigger than the fish I was catching on the Housatonic. I thought my first fish, if I caught one today, was going to be like 10 inches or even under 10 inches. That's a nice little striper right there. See you later, buddy. I had to work for you, but I got you. Alright guys, well, definitely a tough first day back here trying to catch some spring run stripers, and I only caught one striper today, and I caught it on this little bass assassin sea shad with a little Z-Man trout eyes jig head on my brand new Tsunami Slim Wave spinning rod, light tackle setup. At least I caught that fish and made that fish feel huge just because of the light setup that I was using. And this is pretty much like how most early spring run fishing is. It's you fish a lot of areas and catch very few fish, except I actually came back to the first spot that I was at this morning, the west wall. I'm going to mention it, and a lot of guys have been fishing there,
And supposedly yesterday when it was like 75 degrees, 70 degrees, and then you know, over the weekend when I was back in Jersey, guys are catching hundreds of schoolies, like cast after cast. And yeah, I'm actually here right now, and I took a few casts, didn't really film, and didn't catch anything either. You know, I have to head back up to Providence to go to class. But if you guys are thinking about heading out and trying to, you know, hunt for, you know, some schoolie stripers, early spring run stripers, you know, for the most part, the baits that you're going to be using are, you know, little swim baits. This is a little Kietech swing impact swim bait, and then small little bucktails are also generally going to be another, you know, top priority bait that you want to use. But yeah, hopefully the season, as the season progresses, gets a little bit better. I think we're not supposed to have many more 70-degree days in the next couple weeks, but you know, it'll be spring-like temperatures, not summer-like temperatures. Today it's a little bit on the chillier side, and that's maybe why, you know, the fish you know, weren't too active, you know, with all the areas that I fished. But the west wall seems to be producing the most fish so far this spring. You know, after I left, I was fishing another spot, and I was actually looking across. So I was fishing on, you know, the east side of the inlet across from the west wall, and I saw guys catching, you know, fish cast after cast, but that was already after I already left. So I wasn't going to go back. I just kept searching for my own fish. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and never forget, live to fish, fish to live, and I'll see you guys out in the water next time.